Well, the Titans just traded away Dorial Green-Beckham, and I can't believe it. You're watching the MJ Take on Sports Fan Entertainment. MJ Take on Sports Fan Entertainment, the Tennessee Titans. My favorite team, the Tennessee Titans, just traded away Dorial Green-Beckham to the Philadelphia Eagles for, just wait for it, Dennis Kelly, who, yeah, you're right, who. I mean, it really doesn't make any sense at all in the world. I mean, it really doesn't. It really makes zero sense. And before you say, well, he's not very good, duh. Hello, I've been number one. I've been the cream of the crop. I've been the guy coming on here telling you guys, hey guys, DGB isn't very good. He showed up overweight to the OTAs, although he did slim down before training camp. He showed up overweight to the OTAs. He's been dropping passes in training camp. He's been running poor routes still to me. I went to the training camp practice scrimmage. He didn't look very good there either. But you trade him away for a swing reserve offensive lineman. That doesn't make any sense in the world. This is a second round pick, a guy that didn't play his last season in college, a guy that even last year had 549 yards, maybe it was 546 yards, and 4 touchdowns, okay? That is good production. In fact, I think that's the third highest production of any of the rookie wide receivers last year's draft, okay? This is a guy that still had potential, a lot of potential. I mean, again, this is a sophomore. He still has 3 years under contract, very inexpensive years that are about $500,000 against the cap every year. We've held on to Justin Hunter for years, and now you're telling me we can't hold on to DGB, who, by the way, has had better production than Justin Hunter ever has? I mean, that just doesn't make any sense to me. How can you not afford to keep him? He can be 5th or 6th on the depth chart. I don't care. You can have Andre Johnson over him. You can have Kendall Wright, obviously. Rishard Matthews, obviously. Tajay Sharp, obviously. But he deserves a roster spot over Harry Douglas, who gives you no upside. Justin Hunter, who, at this point, we know who he is. He's not very good. Trey McBride, who we're talking about DGB, 546 yards. This guy, Trey McBride, had 2 catches for 8 yards. He didn't show up until the last week of the regular season. He was out there running routes for like 8 weeks, and he wasn't able to find the ball until the very end of the season. Ended up with 2 catches for 8 yards. And we're saying that this guy's more valuable because he plays special teams. Okay, sure. But I mean, come on. DGB still had plenty of potential to him. He's going to go to Philadelphia. He's going to get, maybe not this year, maybe this year they're like bring him along slowly, but eventually he's going to get 700 yards. And what is Dennis Kelly going to give us? He's going to give us absolutely nothing. This trade makes absolutely no sense to me, and I've been the guy saying DGB isn't very good, and it doesn't make any sense to me. You're talking about a guy that is not a locker room issue at all. I mean, this guy's a very nice guy. Very nice, ever since his issues in college, very reserved, has a new baby boy. I've talked about this. I follow his wife on Instagram because she's hot. We've talked about this. He's a nice guy. He's not a locker room cancer. Every time I see Mariota running down the field for a touchdown, who do I see? I see DGB, one of the first people to go up there and compliment him and say, nice job, everybody. Nice job, just being a good teammate. And just look at his interviews. He's a nice guy. He's not a guy that's a locker room cancer. There's no reason to trade him for nothing. This is nothing. Dennis Kelly started 10 games his rookie year and has started 5 since then. His rookie year was 2012, okay? When the Eagles have lost guards, okay? They've had plenty of guards changing on that offensive line for years now. He's never truly been in the running to start at their guard positions, either one of them. They've drafted Isaac Siumalu in the 3rd round of this year because they still know he's not good enough to start in this league. It doesn't make any sense to me. It will never make any sense to me. DGB will never be a 1,000-yard wide receiver in this league. I don't think so. You're damn right on that. But is he worth a 5th or 6th spot at your wide receiver depth chart? Oh, yeah, he is. Oh, yeah, he is. And at the end of the day, just keep him. I mean, what's the problem with just keeping him? And then also, here's the problem to me. If you're going to trade him, fine, okay? But you got to get more than nothing. But here's the problem. Mike Mularkey, I don't know why this guy is such a horrible, I don't know what his thought process is. So if you've been a Titans fans, you've been watching these press conferences, and I've talked about him. Every opportunity Mike Mularkey gets, and I mean every single opportunity he has, whenever there's a press conference, a post-practice, post-game, preseason game, whatever, he loves to go up there and say, DGB stinks. He stinks. He stinks. Why are you doing that if he's on the trading block? That doesn't make any sense. Why are you saying, oh, DGB showed up, oh, he showed up out of shape to OTAs. The guy didn't show up well to OTAs. What kind of salesmanship is that? Because at the end of the day, you know what that got us? Dennis Kelly. If you would have said, oh, DGB's showing nice potential, DGB's on the second team, DGB's hands are getting better, we could have traded this guy for a third, fourth, fifth round pick instead of getting Dennis Kelly, who will never play for us. He will never play for us. Hopefully. I mean, it doesn't make sense to me. Mike Mularkey, lowering the trade value of this guy every opportunity he had. And now this guy is going to go get 700, 800 yards for the Eagles. 3 more seasons he has to improve. Even if he's not very good right now, and he's not, 3 more off seasons we're talking about. We're talking about the off season in 2017, the off season in 2018. He still has years to improve. No, let's trade him for nothing. And let's lower his trade value every time you have the chance. Hey, Mike Mularkey, are you doing anything? No. Why don't you go out there and tell everyone how much DGB sucks, and let's lower his trade value. It doesn't make any sense to me. It will never make any sense to me. And honestly, it doesn't matter. We're not going to lose more games this season because we traded DGB, hopefully. But it doesn't make sense. I don't get it. What's the point, okay? You help Philly out. Why? Because he's better than Nelson Aguilar. Okay, he's better. Okay, so he's going to end up being one of their better wide receivers. Maybe this year he's going to have to learn the system because God knows he can't learn a system to save his life. So he's going to take him another year to learn the system. But once he does, he's going to be one of their better wide receivers, number 2 or number 3. And we would have gotten Dennis Kelly, and we will have gotten nothing. Okay, we will have gotten nothing. So there you go. What are your thoughts on this trade? Comment down below. And until next time, this has been the MJ Take on Sports Fan Entertainment. And I'm out. Peace.